Listen up. A miserable spirit cannot stand a content spirit. In fact, we can see this in the story of Mary and Martha. Mary was content hanging on to every word Jesus spoke, while Martha was busy doing all the things for Jesus. Martha's exhaustion from doing envied Mary's peace in being. In turn, this created a spirit of jealousy, which caused Martha to go after Mary to try to unsettle her. And here's the bottom line. If we're not careful to find our contentment in Christ alone, we will not only exhaust ourselves in going and doing and performing and serving, but this exhaustion can also turn into a miserable spirit, especially when we see people enjoying contentment and peace. Because spirits always look for company, but they also look for whoever stands in their way of that companionship. This is why some spirits aggravate others' demons. If you're feeling angry at someone who is living in content, chances are they're not the problem. You are. Because it takes a very bothered person to go after someone who's unbothered in the hopes that they'll be bothered too, because misery always loves company. So next time you're feeling a little bit miserable, maybe even envious of somebody else, maybe you need to evaluate yourself and ask yourself why you're feeling that way. Is it really their contentment, or are you just not in a position to realize your own discontent? Philippians reminds us that we can be content no matter our state or what we're doing. But also be reminded, God says, do everything as unto the Lord. So it is natural for us to feel discontentment if we're doing things for ourselves, if we're doing things for other people, if we're doing things that we're not called to do, but someone's got to do them. Then when we take over that role, we also take on the baggage that comes with that. You know, some of the most content people I know have godly discernment. They know when to say no to something and they know when to say yes. And sometimes turning down a good thing is not bad if you know that God has something better that He needs you to do. So discernment is key here in knowing the boundaries. Discernment is also a defense for keeping the spirit of discontentment and misery away from you, because when you have discernment, you know you're walking in truth and light, and you know what the Father's called you to. And it causes you not to vary off course, trying to do things for Him instead of doing things with Him.